Something lost and never seen. Every time I start to believe something taken from me. Life's gotta always be messing with me. Can't it chill and let me be free? Can't I take away all this pain? I try to every night, all in vain. Sometimes I cannot take this place. Sometimes it's my life I can't. You'll never see me. Something takes a part of me.
Tonight's the night for football, everybody. The bright lights are on, the stage is set, and the crowd is ready. It's Monday Night Primetime on EA Sports. As the work week kicks off tonight, another week of football comes to an end with a Monday Night Primetime contest between the Detroit Lions and the Baltimore Ravens. We've got ourselves a fight in this one to get back above 500. Week 3 is underway. Here's Tylan Wallace on the return. And he gets it up beyond the 20, but boy, did they plant him a few inches into the ground at the end of that run. Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10. Here's Derrick Henry getting it on the ground. And he takes it ahead for a 4-yard pickup there to begin our game.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
Lamar now from the gun. Complete Derrick Henry. And a bit of deja vu as they stop him at the line once again.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Now Jackson on 3rd down. It's complete to Goddard. And this one breaks beautifully as they're going to get it forward to their own 45. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains. Let's see how they attack this 1st down, partner, from the 45.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Hey, report! Let's go! Get on! Get on!
They give right side to Henry. Get some space around midfield. He takes it down to the 33. They get 22 out of that play. And that's going to be a Baltimore 1st.
I know we talk all the time about special teams flipping the field, and undoubtedly they will at some point today. But on the opening drive, to flip the field to get in the other team's field position, that's a great sign of that run.
That's incomplete left side.
You know, in the NFL, offensive-minded teams will call it a perfect Friday. They don't want the ball to hit the ground once. And especially on these short to intermediate throws, you've got to count on those being efficient and effective.
This is Henry on 2nd. It's a gain of 11 there. That picks up the 1st.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
On 1st down, Jackson. Bucket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Brings up 2nd down.
Hey, middle. Nice shot.
Shotgun snap to Jackson. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. He was looking for Dallas Goedert there. So they're left facing 3rd and long. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about.
Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Avonte Maddox comes up with it. And the Lions are off to a great start defensively, and they force a turnover on the opening possession.
I know he started the play as a defender. Gosh, he looked good, didn't he? Running it back, he looked like a receiver navigating on that return. The way he saw the field, he baited obstacles, and he chewed up yardage in the open space. It'll make those offensive coaches and teammates proud. We've seen defensive players get touches on occasion. I think he just gave himself maybe a look on that side of the ball down the road.
This is Gibbs on 2nd down. This is ahead for about 5. Tackled on the play by Marlon Humphrey.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
Off to throw here. It's 3rd and 2. His first throw is an interception. Picked off by Malachi Starks. And the Ravens have it as he records the first interception of his young career.
You know what this is, Kate? This is the practice field coming to life. Really on both sides of the ball. Right, you watch defensive coaches preach all the time when they work on these returns to get to the near sideline, everybody to get a block. And then for those offensive players to show the effort to go chase that down so it's not a pick six. Yeah, it stinks for the offense, but that was the practice field coming to life for everybody to see.
Offense up to the line fast.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Now it's Jackson. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
I can promise you that is a throw, and as a quarterback, when it leaves your hands, you do not want to flirt with as this game goes on. That is a prime one that DB can cut off and take the other way.
Throwing the out route complete. And he's close, but they say he did not get there. It's going to be 4th and maybe a yard. All right, they made the red zone, and it's touchdown or bust, it seems. They were lining up to go for this. They'll run for this, and they come through to stay on the field. That is enough to set this offense up with a 1st and goal.
First down. First down and goal to go.
Now it's Lamar. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Couldn't connect with Dallas Goedert. It's 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal.
Return it. 13.
Flying down the middle with Henry. And he's going to fight forward and get in. Touchdown. The Ravens parlay the interception into points. Derrick Henry, the touchdown. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out. And that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. And he's going to field this one in the end zone without a return. So that's going to bring us out to the 35-yard line. Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10.
Go.
Off play action. Goff. Connects on one to Jameson Williams. The Ravens pick it up. Only a little bit of a run after he recovered the fumble, but their offense is going to be happy as they take over possession. The Ravens in a very good field position as they come up 1st and 10. The drive begins with Henry. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on 2nd down.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Out of the gun. Here's Jackson. That pass pulled in by Henry. And he has it right near midfield here. It's like about a yard short. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down. Now the completion rate is strong, partner. The yards, you got to imagine, will start to come soon enough.
You never go broke taking a profit. And you know this one too, Kate. The crumbs always lead to...
Oh, the cookie. Now I'm hungry. First down. Here's Lamar. That winds up incomplete and brings an end to our opening quarter. We're through one on Monday Night Primetime. 7-0 is our score. Back to the bank in just a moment. Back at beginning of the second quarter, Ravens in possession. They still have 10 to go here. It's 2nd down. Give to Henry on the inside handoff. There's 5 on that play. They need 5 more now on 3rd down.
That result right there is why coaches all across all levels of football on defense talk about good, solid tackling, Kate. It's not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when you can bring the guy down, you're able to keep them from piling on those yards.
And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Well, apparently a little too long to run the field goal unit out. The offense staying put to go for it. Running for it. Here's Henry. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. Now, that was a big 3-yard gain because of instead of a turnover on downs, partner, it gets him the first.
First down. 1st and 10.
From the gun, Jackson. This is Cox. That's Walker. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
That's another Baltimore first down.
Going with King Henry here. Give him 5 on that play as he gets him inside the red zone.
Every offense in this league is looking for a back who can be an athlete and a bruiser at the same time. And you feel lucky if you got one. Someone who can, well, eat up space when the lanes are open and deliver a little punishment to stretch plays when that tackler tries to meet him in the hole.
Here's Jackson to throw. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. And it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up.
There defensively.
Running this with Henry. And that runs out up just before he can get the last bit he needed. It's going to be 4th and short.
Hey, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
31-yard attempt.
Oops, knocks it through. And special teams convert to get them a little something out of that possession.
Kid, I call that a win-win in the first half. You win on the scoreboard, obviously, by adding 3 and adding to your lead, but you also win mentally, making your opponent know if they make a mistake, you're going to capitalize.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Goff. Right, reels it in. And they're going to get to him right along that midfield strike block as he's sent out. Gain 15 there. And that is good for a Detroit first down. Only one play in, Brock, and this drive already at midfield. Motioning him from the slot right. Goff on 1st and 10. Rolling into enemy territory. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in first down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Hits him on the out route. And He is stuffed with authority there, but that stump came later than they'd like as he gets a good bit and that first down.
That's good for a Lions first down. A gain of 21 yards.
Gonna throw again. Goff.
First down, Detroit.
That's caught. Here comes Jahmyr Gibbs. And he's gonna take this in. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions start to fight back with their first points of this game. Into Jahmyr Gibbs, touchdown. Bates tacks on the extra point. And the Lions cut it to a field goal game. Ball is set up and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Wallace with a return here. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Baltimore offense to the line now. First and 10.
It's hot. 13. No, we changed it.
Here's Lamar. Couldn't find a completion on first down. Trying to hit his fullback there. So it's second down coming up.
Makes it second and 10 at the 21-yard line.
180.
Here's Henry running left. Breaks the tackle. He's got space ahead. He gets it ahead, winds up with about 3. Devontae Maddox up for that tackle. So 36 on deck, Brock, as we've reached our 2-minute warning. Ravens holding the lead inside of M&T Bank Stadium. Six yards to go here. It's third down.
Yo. 180.
They'll throw. Third and long. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Now Jackson. And set up the screen for Henry. They're all over that screen, Brock. Didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage.
I know coordinator and quarterback going to be upset with that first down because you call a screen on first, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, the defense creates a negative play and sets him back behind the sticks.
Breaks the tackle. He's got space ahead. And he's got this one down to the enemy 35 before they force him out. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs. All set to go now from the 35.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
First and 10. Here's Jackson. Getting out to his left. He's across the 20, still going. And he's going to get it down to the 18-yard line. Goes to the hurry up here.
That's another Baltimore first down. First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
On first and 10, it's Henry. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets him 3.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Back to throw. Here's Jackson. Builds up this one off to his running back, complete. And they will take this into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens will add to their lead at the end of the half. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
Here's Luke for the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Ravens make it a 10-point ball game.
17. Lions 7. Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. They'll begin this drive with barely over 25 seconds left. On first down, it's Goff. Big strike here to Williams. He will go! Touchdown, Detroit! The Lions making a one-score game before halftime. So no mistaking that play call, Brock. They send everybody on deep goes, and it winds up paying off. What a play.
And you'd think on the other side, defensively, they'd be ready for this. But this is truly a breakdown in the secondary. They're just not able to make a play on the ball in the air. And the end result, as you said, a big play and a touchdown.
Ball is set up, and it's away. Just a three-point game now. Wallace with a return here. He's brought down just inside the 25. First and 10 now with all of 15 seconds left to utilize in this half. All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call a give right up the middle. We'll have him gain about a handful there. Alex Anzalone there on the stop. Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts. Play fake, Jackson. And that's going to fall incomplete. We're down to 9 seconds left. Looking for his wide receiver there. And it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up. Henry running to the left. Play not developing as they had hoped, so that's a loss of yardage. Brock, 4th down coming up. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. The Ravens going to punt this away, and here's Jordan Stout to handle that boot. He was only needed twice in last week's win, and he gets this one away. He's got it at the 24. He gets a pretty nice result there on the punt return to put an end to our first 2 quarters of play. All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10.
180.
Throwing is gone. Short pass brought in. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards in the double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
Finds Gibbs out of the backfield. And he stopped cold at the spot. Ooh, he paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that first down.
Play like this, that's exactly where you want to get him the ball. Right on the outside, where he's got the space and a lot more room to work.
First down, Lions.
To the air on first down. Here's Goff. Catch made left side by Laporta. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43.
There's no question, Kate, with the big plays down the seam or big tight ends, a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage, gets good coverage, contested catches, they really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
That one's cut along the left sideline. He's out of bounds on a gain that takes him into the red zone, Brock, inside the 15. They'll get 31 yards on the play. And the Lions have a first down.
1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
From the red zone now. He brings it in for the Detroit touchdown. The Lions take the lead right away in half number 2. Bates now for the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Lions take a 4-point lead. Fox now to kick this one away. Dallas with a return here. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
Take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
We go from Harry inside, they're ready to grab them. They get to the front. I want the money, the cash, the pool at the bag, the currency.
Ravens to the line now. 1st and 10. Lamar now from the gun. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Jack Campbell at the INT. And the Lions are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. Detroit offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Goff. Go left side, and St. Brown has it. They drop him with a big hit. At least he's able to hold on for the game, but boy, Brock, what a shot. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Out of the shotgun, Goff. He finds Laporta. And he's taken down as they very quickly get into 1st and goal.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum. Keep that defense on its heels.
1st and goal.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. Shotgun snap here to Goff. And he will score. It's a Detroit touchdown. The Lions pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the touchdown. Point after up and good from Bates. And the Lions drive their lead to 11.
17.
Fox now to kick this one away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Great spot to start a drive in here. Ravens headed up 1st and 10. Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. Escapes the pocket. He can run it. And he's going to be driven out, but a nice pickup. Gained about 8. 2nd down.
Well, you don't get the 1st down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right. They win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that 3rd down call that they had ready, well, they could stick it right back in the pocket for a later occasion.
Cut out left. After making a catch, he is decked quickly at the 38. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's going to be a Baltimore 1st.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard
From the gun, Jackson. Walker hauls it in. And this one doesn't go far. It goes to the hurry-up offense here.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the Lions' 35-yard line.
Shotgun snap to Jackson. Hits him on the out route. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. An even 10-yard gain on the play. And that's good for a Ravens 1st down.
Baltimore 1st down.
They run it with King Henry. They'll get about 6 on this one, and more importantly, Brock gets him into the red zone.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you can win a lot of baseball games.
And they will take this into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens shrinking the lead some in the 3rd. Dallas Goedert the touchdown. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
That one right down the middle. And the Ravens cut the lead down to 4. We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. And he won't opt to bring this one out. He's content to keep it there in the end zone. They'll start their drive at the 35. Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. Now gone. Completed over the middle. Rolling into enemy territory. And do get him down, but the damage is done. This kid's down inside the 35-yard line. That one goes for 31 yards. And that is good for a Detroit first down.
A gain of 31 yards.
Gibbs now from the gun. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
That's a pretty good stop on first down. This defense now gets a chance to dictate, and that's what all the great defenses want to do, Kate. They want to dictate it on their terms, and not just be reacting to what the offense is always doing.
St. Brown there to bring it in. And they haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone. All right, we've reached the final quarter of Monday Night Primetime. It's Lions ball as they try to keep that lead and close out a win. Offense is set. 1st and 10. Running it with David Montgomery. There it is. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions now lead by 10. David Montgomery with a touchdown. Beats Texas on the extra point. And the Lions drive their lead to 11. Fox now to kick this one away. Wallace with a return here.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. Caught by the open man. He's taken down, but not before he gets this one to the 41. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
From the gun, a run for Henry. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Looking to throw, Jackson. Finds the in route complete. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. Give him 13 on that play. And that's going to be a Baltimore first.
Baltimore first down.
Working now from the gun. Caught, nice gain left side. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs. And for somebody who's been picked off like he has, Brock, you gotta admire his determination to keep attacking his coverages.
Yeah, that is risk. Right into double coverage yet again. But this guy's got what I call a high belief factor in himself.
He would not score, but that does set him up, Brock, with 1st and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone. Offense in the hurry up here.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
Bill now from the gun. And he's in for the touchdown. The Ravens now within 1 score in the 4th. Lamar on the offense staying out there, Brock. They're trying for 2.
The Ravens will line up for the 2-point conversion.
All right, they're going to throw for it. And the 2-point pass falls incomplete. They tried to get aggressive, but it doesn't work.
35. Ravens 30.
So after making this a 5-point ball game, they kick it off. And this is taken in the end zone, but not returned, so they'll bring this out to the 35.
35-yard line.
Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. I'll start on the ground with Gibbs. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
Run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know you can set the table for more.
Here's a counter give to Gibbs. Not the way to begin a new set of downs, Brock, as they drop him behind the line.
This goal is pretty clear, Kate. Crash forward, and then crash inside. Set that edge, but if you can come inside and bury that runner before it gets started, all the better.
Has him on the quick hitter. And they will face a third down here, Brock, but not by much. Good effort to challenge for it. He reaches the 43.
Kate, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s versus man on a drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, quarterback his numbers, and you can find a completion just like that.
It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset. And that right there is about the best you can hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, they don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and two guys can't stop one.
Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 23-yard line.
Goff to the air now. An all-around tough play for him. Took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Taken in by Williams outright. And he's taken out as he brings it down towards the 10. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12. Offense getting set. Here's 1st and 10.
First down. 1st and 10.
In off to Gibbs from the gun. It's a solid block in there. Springs in for 8. It's going to be 2nd down.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
And it's another 1st down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
Hey, Kate, you want to see a picture in the football dictionary of staying on schedule? That was it.
That's the 2-minute warning here from Baltimore. Lions with a 5-point lead. A touchdown will put this one to bed. A few shots at it here, starting with 1st and goal. Gibbs scores. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions take an 11-point lead as they try to push this one out of reach. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. Point after up and good from Bates. And the Lions push the lead up to 12. Fox now to kick this one away. Wallace with a return here. Big shot at the end of that run back as he gets it just past the 20.
At their own 22-yard line.
Offense showing trips outright as they get set for this 1st and 10. Now it's Lamar. He's going to get a hand in there and knock that one away. So 2nd down now after the incompletion.
You know, that is so hard to do. It's called body control. Great positioning to swat the ball away, not go through the receiver, no penalty flag. He's got the body control and, more importantly, the timing to knock that ball away.
And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. And the Lions will take over as he records his 1st interception of our season.
There's some serious self-scouting going on right now. What is this quarterback not seeing that has led to these 3 interceptions in just this game? And then overall, what is this offense doing that has this defense clued in coverage-wise to every route combination they're trying to throw?
That's a nice quick correction for this front row. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Running on 2nd with Montgomery. And 2 yards all he can get. It's 3rd down.
Brought down at the 30-yard line. A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
Throw here, 3rd down. Complete to St. Brown. And And he's going to be touchdown at that spot, which means the effort makes it first and goal.
And the Lions, first down. First and goal.
No run here. It's Montgomery. And he will get this to the end zone for a Detroit touchdown. The Lions make it a 3-score game in the fourth. David Montgomery with the touchdown. Bates tacks on the extra point. And the Lions go up by 19. Fox now to kick this one away. Wallace with a return here. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Baltimore offense to the line now. First and 10. Back to work after throwing the pick. This is Cox. That's Walker. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts. Great start to this drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. Out of the gun, give to Hill. And he'll knife his way through for a pickup of 4. The timeout's taken now as we have 1, possibly 2 snaps remaining in this ball game.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5.
Lamar back to throw. Finds a seam down the middle. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. So they're going to go ahead and call a timeout here. Only 3 seconds left in the game.
First down. First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
All right, one more snap to play here. One final shot here. And their final effort is going to hit the ground incomplete. But no reason not to throw it long there. This game is over. So the Lions get the win on the road. And it was a game for fans of high-scoring football, wasn't it? I know Brock was enjoying seeing.
One hand on his queen, left on the freak. He probably thought they wanted me. Shawty seen everything, and you know she got him beat. Cause her side ain't in the streets. She ain't the one to play with you. Her DMs, they be silent like base hitters. Them other fellas, they be seeing her work. You say you want an angel, then give her heaven on earth. I respect your relationship. I don't care if you don't. But I think you're better than men. And I won't tell if you don't. A dog gon' be a dog. But a gon' be more clever. Oh, a dog gon' be a dog. But a gon' be more clever. Yeah. She in Vegas, and Summer Lee with baller, she flagrant. Once a good girl is gone, she gone forever, more forever. And now she dog 'em out whenever. I respect your relationship. I don't care if you don't, but I think you're better than me, and I won't tell if you don't. A dog gon' be a dog, but a gon' be more clever.